Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Tuitz. I am a high school math teacher and I teach at a school district called East Rochester, which is pictured right here. We are a suburb of Rochester, New York. This building that you see is pre-K through 12, so we're fairly small. We have about 70 students per grade level. And I currently teach algebra, geometry, and algebra 2 at the high school. This is my second year teaching there, teaching the same courses, and this is my third year as a math teacher. Prior to teaching here, I taught 7th and 8th grade at a charter school in the city of Rochester. This is my third year at SUNY Oneonta as an ed tech major, and I hope that in December I am graduating. In my spare time, I really enjoy trying out different recipes, both for baking and for cooking. So at the top left here, these are just cupcakes that I made for my sister's baby shower. So I like trying out different techniques and learning. I recently took a seafood cooking class, and that was a lot of fun. My fiance and I took it together. We enjoy cooking, and so we learned a lot and now use those techniques all the time. In the bottom left corner is a picture of my niece Lily. She's a year and a half, and so in free time and on weekends I enjoy spending time with her. Currently she lives in Delaware, but my sister, brother-in-law, and Lily will be moving back in April, so my whole family is very excited for that. Some ways that I like to manage my time is to always at the start of every semester really look at the timeline of the assignments and plan that out in my own life. So making sure that I'm setting aside weekends that I need to, and I am always checking in on my classes. So I'm checking email every day, checking Blackboard, and not hesitating to ask any clarifying questions. I find that I am a planner, and it has worked really well so far for me to every night work on assignments. I'm a morning person as well, so I like to take advantage of that time before school, and then I can also take advantage of that time after school when I'm available. So last semester in 581, I did start to brainstorm some ideas for my thesis. And I focused on the impact of the websites Desmos and GeoGebra on student motivation and achievement in high school math classrooms. So Desmos and GeoGebra are both dynamic platforms for learning. So what that means is that they are like students are inputting. So as you can see in this picture here, students can input like graphs, for example, and then see how different variables are changing these graphs and the effects. So they're able to manipulate these variables, and it has been shown by researchers that these platforms increase students' conceptual understanding, positively impact their views on math, and really allow them to take ownership of their learning. So GeoGebra is definitely has a lot more quantity and not as much quality in my opinion. There's a lot of pre-made materials, but you can also go on there and make your own. But it could be challenging for teachers to figure out and use. Desmos is much easier, and I also think it's easier for students to use. I've used it in my own classroom, and students really enjoy interacting with it. The Desmos website, it provides a graphing calculator, but it also provides some really great activities. So this is just a picture of Desmos and how you can graph graphs and you can compare them, which is great. But then this is a picture, it's like a guess who game with graphs, and students have to ask yes or no questions. I've used this a lot, and students, whenever I tell them they're going to play a polygraph is what it's called through the Desmos website, they are so excited, and it really forces them to practice using the vocabulary, so it's really great. So that just gives an overview of where I stand with my research right now. I wonder if I can focus on both websites or if it would be better to focus on one to have a more in-depth research process. So that's something I wonder about. I'm excited to hear all of your introductions and about your research.